By December 1941, the Pacific Ocean became the stage for the most massive naval clash in human history, centered on a rising power from the east. In less than 80 years, Japan had transformed from a pre-industrial society into the world's third-largest naval power, ready to challenge the status quo. The Imperial Japanese Navy, or IJN, was not just large. It was a force defined by radical innovation and a lethal, aggressive doctrine. At the heart of this power was the Kido Butai, the first air fleet. This revolutionary carrier strike force changed the nature of naval warfare forever. The Akagi and Kaga were the iron fist of the IJN, capable of launching hundreds of aircraft to strike targets far beyond the horizon. Their primary weapon was the Mitsubishi A6M0. In 1941, this fighter was a masterpiece of design, possessing unmatched maneuverability and incredible range. Allied pilots soon learned to fear the Zero, as it could outturn and outclimb anything the West had in the air at the time. But the machines were only as good as the men. IJN aviators underwent years of brutal elite training, creating the most skilled pilot cadre on Earth. While air power grabbed headlines, Japanese surface technology was equally terrifying. Chief among these was the Type 93 Long Lance oxygen torpedo. Fueled by pure oxygen, it left no bubble wake, traveled at immense speeds, and possessed a range that far exceeded any Allied equivalent. The IJN also specialized in night combat. Using high-powered optics and rigorous training, they turned the darkness into a tactical advantage. Japanese lookouts could identify Allied ships miles away in the dark, often striking with torpedoes before the enemy even knew they were being hunted. The visual hallmark of their battleships was the pagoda mast, a towering superstructure designed for superior observation and command control. Behemoths like the Yamato represented the pinnacle of naval engineering, carrying the largest guns ever fitted to a ship of war. Everything was built around the Kantai Kessen, the decisive battle doctrine. They sought to lure the US Navy into one final crushing showdown. To secure resources, Japan launched a rapid expansion into Southeast Asia, overwhelming colonial outposts with speed and coordinated air-sea attacks. The fall of Singapore and the collapse of the Abda fleet left the Allies reeling, unable to match the IJN's tactical cohesion and aggression. By early 1942, the IJN had reached its zenith, controlling a vast oceanic empire that stretched from the Indian Ocean to the Central Pacific. However, this dominance was fragile. While Japan relied on master craftsmanship and elite individuals, the United States was awakening its industrial might. The IJN was a navy bred for a short, violent struggle. It reached a tactical peak that, ultimately, its industry could not sustain for the long haul.